If you find anything interesting in this channel, please subscribe. Uh, Abortion is a very difficult subject in humanity because we don't have the facts about abortion. A fetus is a dime a dozen. A fetus is easy to make. It takes one hot night of sex to make a fetus, to start making a single cell, right? But growing a baby and growing into an adult, that's the difficult part. Adults are hard to find. Babies are easy to make. The goal of life is to develop paradise on this planet. That's based on good lives and good births, okay? If we don't have good lives, we're not going to have a good planet. If we have bad births and bad lives, we're going to have hell continuing on this planet. And there's a lot of bad births out there. If the mom wants an abortion, which usually is the case if she's young, if she's 15, 16, 18, 19, even 25, and you're not ready for the baby, you're not ready to love a baby, you don't have time for the baby, you don't have money for the baby, turns out the baby doesn't want you either. A baby is basically a soul trying to grow inside a mother's womb for 9 months. A baby takes 9 months to grow, and once it's out of the womb, it feels I am alive. It starts to cry. It's a very big event to be alive. To be alive is when you're out of the mother's womb. You're not alive before then. You're in formation. You're a growing brain. And killing, let's call it what it is. Abortion is a death of a growing brain, a growing baby, right? A baby that doesn't even know, doesn't have a sense of self. It doesn't even know what life is. It doesn't know what death is either. Killing something that doesn't know life is not murder. It also protects the right of the woman to have a baby when she is, ready to have a baby. It is wrong to force a woman to have a child she doesn't want, because everybody loses. Whenever there is a forced birth, the mom is in depression because she doesn't want the baby. The baby's in depression because there's no love. There's often no money. There's no time for the baby. The baby is dumped at the grandparents sometimes because it's a teenager, right? That's a bad birth right there. We're creating bad births because we're preventing abortions. Abortion is not a crime, especially as the soul itself, and I meditate, these are the findings of soul meditation. This is based on soul meditation. You find that the soul doesn't want to grow inside a mother that, the mother doesn't want it. The soul would rather find another womb where it is wanted, where there's some kind of adult there. There's a little time, there's a lot of time and money and love. A child is very dependent on a lot of attention, a lot of love, a lot of time, and a lot of money. Right? Nobody wants to grow in poverty to a mother who doesn't even want the baby. The baby becomes very depressed, starts to cry all the time, or worse, abnormalities occur when the babies do not want it. If a woman is in serious distress mentally, the baby comes out or can come out all crooked, all screwed up. All kinds of defects can happen because the baby is very sensitive. It wants a loving, peaceful environment to grow in a womb. If the mother is in torment, because she's pregnant, she doesn't have a man with her, she doesn't have the money, that baby's not going to grow healthy even inside the womb. It's not going to form right? So reincarnation is the truth of the game of life and death. We are souls who reincarnate. So why, sentence a baby to a bad life for 50, 60, 70, 80 years to a mom and dad who don't even want it? And it's amazing. The people who are against abortion are the people who are mostly religious. But religion believes in reincarnation. So why not use reincarnation to give the baby a better life? Why force birth? because they think the baby is already alive in the womb. It is not alive in the womb. The baby is forming to be alive in the womb. It doesn't even have a sense of, I exist, I am, and I want to grow. This happens when it's born. You should look at a baby when it comes out of the womb. It's kind of surprised by this world. It doesn't understand anything about this world. It doesn't know who it is. That's what we're killing right there. We're killing something that is, dumbfounded. We're killing something that is not grown yet. We're killing like a plant. If we are going to have good lives, we need good births. The bad birth has to disappear. It is a crime to force a 16-year-old or an 18-year-old to have a baby she's not ready for, who's dumped to the grandparent or to the father or mother of the woman. It's wrong. The right to abortion is a soul right. If somebody doesn't want a baby, they're allowed not to have that baby. It's their lives. Their lives are going to be seriously affected by the baby. A baby is a 20-year burden. If you're not ready for a 20-year burden, don't have a baby. Get an abortion. An abortion is not illegal, and it's not against God, and it's against some kind of human ego that is crazy. Abortion should be free and be given by the state, because the state is going to absorb the costs of that baby. If a woman wants to abort, it's because she doesn't want the baby. And if she doesn't want the baby, often it's because she doesn't have the money or the time for the baby. So in the end, the state is going to have to pay for that baby in large part. So if the state wants a better population, if the state wants a prosperous population, it has to abolish the bad birth. Abolishing the bad birth is one of the principles of paradise, which means abortion is a principle of paradise, right? But just imagine you're a soul. You come from the land of the dead and you're being born on this planet and you enter a womb. It's just like you enter a store where you're going to build yourself, right? And you find out, you start to have feelings that this store doesn't want you, doesn't love you. It feels it's a mistake that you're there. Do you want to be born to that mother? No. There are sentiments, slight sentiments in a baby. Right? And there are sentiments that it doesn't want. If there's no welcome mat for the baby doesn't want to be there, because the baby is a very needy entity. It's going to need a lot of loving, a lot of time, right? A lot of money to grow up properly. If you don't have these things, don't have a baby. Wait until your circumstances are better and you're matured and you can transmit adult type mentality to your baby. A 16-year-old can only transmit or transfer 16-year-old moralities to the baby. That's no good. Babies making babies is the formula for hell. It's not the formula for paradise. We need adults making babies.